Let's pause for a moment and breathe. Not the rushed kind of breath we take between responsibilities, but the deep, grounding kind that reaches the soul. The kind that says, I am here, I am listening, I am willing. Now, let me ask you, heart to heart, when you hear the phrase, a Proverbs 31 woman, what image rises in your mind? Is it a woman who never seems to sleep, waking before dawn while the world is still quiet? A woman who manages a thriving business, keeps a spotless home, raises perfectly behaved children, submits flawlessly, feeds everyone, meets every need, and somehow does it all with a gentle smile and endless grace? Be honest, does that picture inspire you, or does it quietly exhaust you before the day even begins? For many women, Proverbs 31 has become less of a promise and more of a pressure, less of a celebration and more of a standard that feels just out of reach, a silent checklist whispering, try harder, do more, be better. But here is the truth we need to reclaim. Proverbs 31 was never meant to weigh you down. It was never written to shame you, compare you, or disqualify you. It is not a performance manual. It is not a daily to-do list. It is not a measure of your worth. It is a poem, a love song, a tribute. Written by a mother to her son, a king, describing the kind of woman whose life is shaped by wisdom, not perfection. Wisdom. This chapter is part of wisdom literature. It speaks in imagery, rhythm, and depth. It paints a picture of a woman whose character has been refined over time, a woman formed through seasons, joy and grief, loss and abundance, waiting and fulfillment. In Hebrew, Proverbs 31 is written as an acrostic poem. Each verse begins with a successive letter of the Hebrew alphabet, from A to Z. Not to suggest that she does everything every day, but to symbolize wholeness, completeness, a life touched by wisdom in every area. In other words, this passage is not saying, do all of this at once. It is saying, this is what wisdom looks like when it is lived out over a lifetime. Just as leadership is not defined by constant perfection, womanhood is not measured by relentless productivity. So let's gently but firmly lay down the myths we've been carrying. Holiness is not found in burnout. Wisdom is not earned through comparison. Value is not tied to marital status. Worth is not proven by domestic performance. Beauty is not the measurement of spiritual depth. God has never asked women to disappear under impossible expectations. He invites us to be formed, not fractured. So, what does Proverbs 31 actually reveal when we read it with grace? She is trustworthy. Her life invites confidence, not because she is flawless, but because she is faithful. She is consistent in character. She shows up with integrity. Her presence brings peace, not pressure. She is the kind of woman whose word can be trusted, whose yes means yes, and whose no is rooted in wisdom, not fear. Trust is built slowly, through choices made when no one is watching, and her life is evidence of that quiet faithfulness. She works with purpose. Her hands are willing, but her soul is not weary. She does not hustle for validation. She does not work to prove her worth. She labors with intention, understanding that effort is meaningful when it is rooted in purpose, not pressure. She knows when to plant, when to tend, and when to rest. Her work is not about applause, it is about stewardship. She has foresight. She considers before she commits. She pauses before she decides. She thinks beyond the moment and lives beyond impulse. This is not fear, it is discernment. She understands that wisdom often whispers where impulse shouts, and she has learned to listen. She is generous. Her arms are open to the poor, the overlooked, the weary. Her generosity is not only material, It is emotional, spiritual, relational. She gives compassion, patience, understanding. And she does not give from emptiness, she pours out because she has been filled. Her generosity flows from healing, not obligation. She is strong and dignified. Her strength is not loud, it is deep. It is emotional maturity, spiritual resilience, the ability to stand firm without becoming hard. Her dignity comes from self-respect. She does not beg for love. She does not settle for disrespect. She knows who she is, and she knows whose she is. She speaks with wisdom. Her words are thoughtful, not reactive. She understands the power of her voice. She does not gossip to feel important. She does not wound to feel strong. Her speech carries peace. Her correction is wrapped in kindness. Her silence is intentional. She speaks life because she has learned it herself. She reveres God. This is the foundation, the anchor, the center. Her children rise and call her blessed, not because she is perfect, but because she walks with God. Her life bears fruit, not instantly, not effortlessly, but faithfully. And Scripture ends with this truth. Charm is deceptive, and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Not for her appearance, not for her productivity, not for her achievements, but for her reverence. So if Proverbs 31 has ever felt like a mountain too steep to climb, let this be your reminder. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are not disqualified. You are becoming. Becoming takes time. Becoming requires grace. Becoming happens in the quiet, ordinary moments of faithfulness. So breathe. God is not rushing you. He is walking with you. You are on your way. And the journey itself, the becoming, is holy.